Welcome, dear lovers of wisdom. In our previous video, we explored the branches of philosophy. Today, we begin a new journey into its enduring problems, and at the very front stands one of the most profound and disturbing questions ever asked in the history of philosophy. What is truth? To understand how rich this problem is, we will travel through the major eras of philosophical thought, listening to how each age tried to respond to this issue. We begin where Western philosophy itself found its voice in ancient philosophy, the ancient era of philosophy. So, what is truth in ancient philosophy? In ancient philosophy, truth was never a small intellectual puzzle. It was connected to reality, virtue, politics, education, and the destiny of the human soul. To know the truth was not merely to have correct information or correct explanations. It was to become a different kind of person. The Greeks even used a powerful word for truth, aletheia, meaning unconcealment, the bringing into the open of what was hidden. Let us enter the great voices of different schools of thoughts and the philosophers to discuss about this problem. The Socratic sage. With Socrates, truth is not delivered like a package. It is born through the struggle, dialogue, and intellectual honesty. In works such as The Apology, he describes his mission to awaken people from the sleep of false knowledge. He compares himself to a gadfly disturbing a lazy horse. People believed they knew what justice, courage, or virtue meant, but Socrates would ask them to define them and then patiently reveal contradictions. Example, a man says courage means never retreating. Socrates asks, what if a wise general retreats to win later? If retreat can sometimes be intelligent, then the definition fails. Again and again, confident answers collapse, but Socrates is not destroying the truth. He is clearing the path toward it. Real knowledge begins where illusion ends. His famous insight, I know that I do not know. Truth requires humility, moral seriousness, and a willingness to examine one's life. Unexamined life, he says, is not worthy living. Platonism, on the other side, truth beyond appearances. Plato transforms Socrates' questioning into a grand metaphysical vision. In The Republic, his book, he presents the unforgettable allegory of the cave, that human beings are like prisoners, chained since childhood. They face a wall and see shadows produced by objects they could not see. Having known nothing else, they take shadows for reality. And if one prisoner is freed, the light first blinds him. Truth is painful. Slowly he recognizes real objects, and finally he sees the sun. Sun as the symbol of the form of the good, source of all truth and intelligibility. If he returns back to free the others, they may laugh at him or even try to kill him. Example, we see many beautiful things, faces, buildings, sunsets, but Plato argues that these are imperfect reflections. True beauty itself is eternal, unchanging, accessible only to the intellect. So Plato divides reality into two: the world of becoming, change, and opinion, and the world of being, eternal truth. Opinion is unstable, truth is permanent. Education, therefore, is the turning of the soul from darkness towards intelligible light. Aristotelian, on the other side also, realism, truth is the word. Aristotle respects his teacher but rejects sending truth to another realm. For him, the forms of things are found within things. We study reality through careful observation, classification, and logical analysis. In his book of Metaphysics, he gives the definition that influenced the centuries. To say of what is that it is, and of what is not that is true. Example, if I say this patient is ill, the statement must correspond to the actual condition of that patient. Otherwise, it is false. Truth becomes a matter of correct predication. Aristotle also develops logic as a tool to protect truth. If reasoning is valid and the premises are true, conclusion must follow. Philosophy becomes more systematic, almost scientific. No dramatic escape from a cave is needed. We remain in the world and understand it accurately. The sophist's challenge, but in ancient philosophy, is not harmony. There is tension. Protagoras famously declares, man is the measure of all things. A problem begins. What appears to be true to you is not true for someone. What appears true to me is not true for you. Example, the same wind feels cold to one and warm the another. Which experience is the truth? Imperfection varies, perhaps truth varies too. This approach shifts the attention from objective reality to human standing point. Rhetoric and persuasion. Success is argument may replace discovery of eternal facts. Plato strongly resists this, fearing that if truth becomes relative, justice and morality collapse into opinion. Additional ancient currents, there were other schools of thoughts that add nuances to this. The Stoics argued that truth is grasped when the mind forms a clear and a convincing impression aligned with a reason. Wisdom means giving accent only to what withstands rational scrutiny. The skeptics warned that certainty may exceed our abilities because arguments can oppose each other with equal force. Suspension of judgment may be the most honest path. Even here, the love of truth remains, but mixed with caution. To conclude, or the overall in ancient philosophy, truth could be uncovered by relentless questioning through the Socratic method, reached by turning the soul towards eternal realities. Plato says so, verified by correspondence between thoughts and fact. The point of Aristotle, treated as relative to the perceiver, that is Protagoras, affirmed through rational clarity that the Stoics all approached with disciplined doubt, the skeptics. Yet one thing unites them, that truth is not trivial. Saying truth is not trivial means truth is serious, important, and weighty. It is not something small, casual, or indifferent. It affects how we think, how we live, and what we choose. In short, truth matters. It determines how one should live, govern, educate, and seek happiness in life. To pursue truth was to cultivate the soul. As we close our exploration of the ancient world, we live with a powerful realization that the question of truth was already alive with the debate between questioning and certainty, appearance and reality, objectivity and perspective. Yet history does not end there. The torch now passes to a new age where faith, reason, and revelation will reshape the discussion in dramatic ways. So join me in the next video as we continue the problem of what truth is, and this time we are going to step into the era of medieval philosophy. Philosophy for life, think, thrive, and transform. Thank you.